streaming. And checking if we're live. We are live. And audio. And checking if we're live. Audio is good, probably. Yeah, we are in the yellow. We are in the yellow, that's good. And here we are. I forgot to open the chat. So this chat is this is nice. Can I? No, I can't. But I can do it here. Okay. So this is all we need actually for chat, and we can see ourselves here if we are in the frame and everything, if everything is good. And let's talk about the game. Or we can wait a little bit. No, let's talk about the game, because we will upload this, and I mean, we won't upload it, but we won't remove it neither. It will stay uploaded. So, do you want to talk about UI things that are going on, or?
Well, there's nothing much actually going on. In comparison with the last time, I worked. Today I started to work on the market, and yeah, there's today pretty much only coding, and that's it basically. So
Alright, and before he started working on that, we just made the throw-axe work. We got the animation. It's not complete yet. As you can see it here, he will grab the axe, but there weren't an axe in his hand, and this axe still needs replacing. But generally it works. Also, the thing that works is that it's not that visible right here, but we need to make it a bit bigger. But here it is. He has the axe on his back, so he'll have another one on here if he has two of them, and then when he throws it, that's it. He used up his axe and he cannot use it anymore. He is actually he was supposed to be stunned, like thrown down, knocked out, yeah, but we don't have that animation right now. But we are getting really close to having this thing working, and then the animator is going to start making more of them much faster, and we'll have new stuff, yeah. So it's going to be excited to see how they turn out. So what is next? Alright, so we have new stuff going on with battle. I'm going to open that on half of the screen here, because honestly it's not that attractive. So at least something is going on here. Okay. So this is the moment where, well, you're managing your camp, buying fighters, doing stuff, and then at one point of your timeline that you have, you get the notification like this is when the battle is going to happen. And then as that timeline reaches that notification, this is what pops up. So you have three different, well, battles to choose from, and this is how it was supposed to look. I can find it right now. Here it is. This is how it was supposed to look. You would have 2 slots, or 3 or 4, or whatever number of slots. Some slots would be for everybody, and there would be a special slot for demon unit, because they are 3 times stronger. But we had several problems. Like, first problem was that for instance, you have really high level units, so you can put them here and you know that you're going to win definitely. Or maybe you don't have high enough level units, well, then you won't choose the battle. So the only interesting situation is if you actually have the similar levels like these guys. And that's not really a good design, because that means that you will have most fun only a small portion of time. So here is the new idea. Instead, wait, wrong button. Come on! I thought this was zoom. It's not. Control is zoom. Okay. So here again, 3 of these slots pop up, 3 windows, but you can show you have what type of units you can have. So in this case, these are the fighters, these are demons, beasts, and these are behemoths. These are like huge beasts that are super strong. Although I just got the idea that we can maybe even make them just regular beasts, but make them worth really a lot. And then we can actually have beast ranging. Alright, I'm getting ahead of myself. So these are the enemies. And so this guy, he's a demon, he's level 2, so he worths 3 points just for being a demon, because that is like 3 times as strong as a regular unit. But in this case he's level 2, so that means 6 points. Then we have level 1 some guy, level 2, and level 1 again. That means altogether that is 10 points. And player will have also 10 points, or maybe less in some cases. In this case they have 9 and player has only 7. So let's say player chooses this battle. He can choose only warriors. All these things are forbidden. Fighters, they're basically not beasts, not demons, nothing like that, right? And then, let's see, these are your units, and you can just drag them here. So this unit, let's say he's an orc, and this orc is kind of stronger than regular, like, footman units. Hello! We missed it. Hello, Finhatsk. If you're still watching, we don't know if you're watching or not. We see 0 views. But if you're here, thank you for joining us. We are just talking about how we are, well, some design changes for our new game and what is going on, what we did so far. Okay, so in this case, oh, you're here. For some reason we don't see the view count. We are using this thing and it says 0. But anyway, if you're here for first time, I'm guessing we are making a gladiator management game where you would have this well, team of epic characters like orcs, mages, priestess, whatever, you know, beasts, wolves, and then you would make a team from that, and you would send them to fight against other teams, and then you would raise in ranks and stuff like that. How long have you been working on that? 5 months? 5 months, yeah. We said day 1, but that's a lie, and we should have told that at the start, but I forgot that I changed the name to day 1, so it's day 30 times 5, what's that, 150?
150.
Almost half a year, jeez. Yeah. That was misleading title, I guess. Okay, here it is. So you would then be able to choose 2 characters here, and then not 2. I don't know what I'm saying. You can choose characters as long as you don't have more than 10 points, and they have 10 points also. And this is their arrangement. So they put the demon on the back, and oh, Yotzer here too. Thank you for joining us. That's why you can't see. Why? Oh, nice. It's because of delay on YouTube. Huh. We're using something that's called Restream, so that we are able to stream on YouTube and Twitch at the same time, because with our internet we could not do the both things, but this website is helping with that. So, I guess it doesn't count, YouTube. Maybe if I... No, I don't know. Well, it's important that you're here. And Yeah, so you can basically put any number of units as long as you don't pass 10 points. So if somebody's level 1, that's going to be probably 1 point, except he's a bit, in case he's stronger like Orc, so 1.5 in this case. And you will generally want to have less than 10 points, because the less points you have, the more rank you will raise, and you want to rise through the ranks as fast as possible. So if you figure like, maybe we can combine something here, maybe some mages, priestess and orcs, and they can defeat these guys, and that's only 8 points, you would get more benefit. And if you lose, you would lose less points. This is not really very visible. Yeah, I suggest using Streamlabs, easier UI and response faster. Streamlabs has the same thing. Well, I'm not sure if we understood each other, but we are using OBS, and I did install Streamlabs, but the thing that I didn't like is that it was asking me to change the name of the stream every time. There probably isn't some option to disable that, but the other thing that we are using is this thing that is like restream. So it actually streams on their server, and then they stream to YouTube and Twitch, and we can target more platforms, but for now this would be enough. Do you think Streamlabs could do the same thing, or you just thought that we are using some other software for recording? Yeah, so in the other case, you can have warriors, demons, or beasts, but a bit less points. So they have 9 points, and they have only 1 demon level 3, which is really strong. That's like his strongest 9 units level 1, or 3 units level 3. Normal units, I mean normal fighters. Another thing I'd need, I need everyone's help. That person that has laptop open, by pressing Windows R and typing putting command ping scammer website. I'm not following any of that. I don't know. So, and in this last case, you can choose only demon, but you have only 2 units also, maximum. So you can choose 1 demon or 2 demons, and you're fighting against 6 other normal fighters. So you need some demons that are actually good with managing the big amount of crowds, so maybe doing area of effect damage, or maybe disabling some of them and stuff like that. Trying to shut it down. What do you mean? Trying to shut down what? So this is basically the main change with the battle selector, and we think this is going to fix game a lot. Like, it was a huge flaw that we didn't think enough about. We were actually thinking about how can we make beasts different, and then this is the idea that popped up and solved even more problems. Alright. No, I turned off my mobile phone. This is where my list to talk is. Battle selector, events. Okay. Now about events. So what is new about events? These are like quests or anything that can happen. Actually, this is the screen we need. So you will have 10 ranks here in just one league. So you're rising through that league, and every time you go to the another like rank, another bar of that league, there are more quests loading in, and some quests are going to be let's say fixed, like exactly at that point. Search of undead is going to come to you and say like, we welcome you to this place and blah 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 blah, and that's all good. And then the new quests are added, or maybe farmer will appear and says we have a farm over here and you can buy goods from us, but can you please help us kill some gargoyles or something that invaded our farm? And then you would have reputation with all of them. So we decided to have these at least 50 quests per region, and there would be a lot of stuff that are, well, few fixed quests and a lot of randomly, well, not randomly generated, but randomly selected quests. So, another change is about resurrecting units. So before we thought about, I haven't even talked about with you about this yet.
Okay.
So you know how we planned to have our camp? No, why did I press continue? Let's just let them fight. So before we would have in our camp, let me actually show the camp here. Camp. So in our camp we would have a special building that is like some altar, and then you would have a special priest who can revive, well, bring your dead units to life, but he would have huge cooldown, like 10 days. So every 10 days you can do it again if you want to. And then maybe you have your favorite characters that you want to put him in some battle, but it's really risky. And then, alright, fine, I can revive him, bring him back to life, so that would work. But now, the other idea I had, because I was thinking about the quests and a bit about lore and whatnot. So, let's have two kind of religions. One is church, I cannot say it, Church of Light, and that is something more similar to our world. That's something that is global, that everybody accepted, and it's like part of society, while they have another one that is Church of Dead, and they are actually doing things like they have necromancers, they are bringing back undeads, and they are the ones who are bringing back demons. So, in order to bring back units, you actually have to have a good relation with the Church of Light, and then you can bring back, but only regular units, not demons, and they are not so expensive to bring back, so it's pretty solid deal, and they have a bit lesser cooldowns. But if you want to be able to bring back demons, these guys are way more important. They are like a hero units if it were a Warcraft or something like that. So if you want to do that, then you would have to be in good relation with the other Church of the Undead. And if you're good with one, the other one is usually not that happy with that.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, no problem. So, in the Church of Undead you can basically buy undeads, and here is a bit more about the lore of the game. So, let's... that's a terrible way of telling story, let's say. 25 years ago, that's better. Back 25 years ago there were... oh, sorry, I did not see in your question. C++ or Java? No, it's C#. We are using C# and Unity to make this. I've seen something else. Alright. So, 25 years ago... No, 50 years ago. Yeah, it was 50 years ago, okay. Then everybody was bringing back demons, and they're from other realm. So when you want to resurrect somebody, at the moment they just died, like few minutes, 10 minutes, they are specialized priests that you can actually hire here to resurrect somebody back to life. But if they are some dark priests who can actually bring back demons, they can do the same thing, but instead of bringing back the body with the soul of whoever died, for instance me, they bring back a demon in my place. And demons, they are way more powerful, and they were useful to society for many things. But one kingdom actually got overrun by the demons, and now they are like a huge wars, problems with them, and from then on it was illegal for anybody to summon demons. And that's why that Church of Dead is actually at a really bad voice, so not everybody is happy with them.
So you are able to resurrect your demons? Or?
Only if you reach a reputation 8 or more from 10. Because that is like a secretive illegal thing to do, and they're going to get in a lot of trouble if they do it. But only if you grind your reputation with them, then you get that benefit of. But then you don't get the other benefit from another church, right? So I think that there is really interesting, like, how to say, dynamic that is going on there, that you can, alright, I can invest in this or I can invest in this. And basically, who are you going to help, who are you going to work with, and what do you want? Another interesting thing is that actually the Church of Undead does not tell you that they are going to give you resurrection after rank 8, but the town, you have terrible reputation with them because you're holding the games where people are killing each other that were illegal for a long time, and now not everybody likes you. So you have terrible reputation with them, but they tell you, listen, I heard you're dealing with this Church of Undead and we think that they might be doing illegal summoning of demons. So here is the idea. If you get close to them in like parachutes plus 8 reputation, and if they reveal to you that they are dealing with demons, report them, and you will be like honored or whatnot, and there is plus 50 reputation. That's like almost twice as cheaper everything that you can buy in town. And then you have a huge decision to make. If you are actually getting close with the church, you can say, alright, let's do it. I can now resurrect demons from regular units, which is great. Alright, it's going to be expensive too, but you can generate, overall, it's a very useful thing. Or you can say, no, thank you. Or you can say, let's report them. If you report them, they are all arrested into the prison, no more Church of Dead in that region. You can do it again in the other region. But now your reputation with town have risen insanely. And you can buy cheaper food, buy cheaper warriors, items, so you can really rise here, or you can rise with the undeads. So there is like almost shows like a talent tree, but with story.
That sounds great.
Yeah, I think it's going to be interesting if we... And it's not that crazy to implement, because just one decision and then disable this, enable that.
Yeah.
So it's like a plotting thing and something like that. And so yeah, that was a lot of me talking about the new quest and design ideas. But if you guys have some ideas, or questions, what we could do, what do you want to know about the game, what some aspects are. Last time we talked, we were actually brainstorming the new characters, so we got a lot of new ideas from Gen. We call him Gen. Gen. It's a long name. I don't know if you're with us right now. So let's see. Yeah, that's down. All right. So, what do you think? What else do we have to talk about?
I don't know. Maybe plans for tomorrow.
Yeah, we can wrap up with that for sure, but let's see what else is there. Alright, so guys, if anybody has any ideas, any questions, feel free to ask, but I'm going to continue talking a little bit about some new things that we figured we might do, but feel free to ask anything else and we can talk about that. So another thing is here is the weather and
weather.
time. Yeah, so it can be daytime or nighttime, only these two, and the weather can be like normal, nothing, and there can be light, medium or high storm, and many units are going to be affected by it. For instance, beasts, they're going to be stronger at night. Then we can then if it's a storm, all the projectiles that anybody is shooting are going to be a bit less accurate. Then we're going to have a special unit that is like storm fused warrior or something like that, and he is actually going to get more power to his attacks, to some of his shocking attacks like electric shock, each time a thunder hits. So the higher the storm, the more thunder hits they are. And fun part about him is that he's getting stronger and stronger. So at the start of the battle and after 3 Thunder Strike, he's like 50% stronger. So you're kind of rooting for him. Well, you should actually make the strategy to put him somewhere behind so that he can actually survive as long as possible to get as strong as possible through that battle that is in the storm. What else did we talk about for the weather and night systems?
The lightning.
Yeah, you just said that unit like Stormbound. Oh, another
About
thing.
The fear of the lightning, and they're losing
beasts.
Beasts are losing some stats.
Right. So every time the lightning hits, the beast would lose like, well, it needs to be adjusted, but probably 10% of the damage, and so. Then, yeah, you suggested that we can have the ability Fear that Warlock or somebody control, and that one could last longer if it's night, for instance.
Yeah.
I also thought about having demons stronger at night, which makes a lot of sense through the story, but not that much gameplay-wise, because it's a bit too much. Demons are really essential unit, and then just having them all stronger in the night, I don't know. I think it's too much.
Well, maybe.
Maybe a little bit, maybe 10%.
Maybe they could be stronger when it's night and when it's storm. Like a heavy storm and night.
I don't know if demons should be stronger at storm. I mean, maybe if we... I'm just reading a book, Stormlight Archive, and it's really good book. And they have some huge, insane storms. It's a fantasy world, right? And these storms are actually they connected the magic in that world and the storms. So that storms are actually fusing some spheres that everybody is using for magic, who can deal with magic. So it's kind of connected. And they are also mentioning that there are some beasts, demons, things in the storm that people think they are, but maybe it's just a myth, maybe it's just a strong wind that kills you. So what I'm saying is that we can rip that off. I'm kidding, but that would be the thing why demons would be stronger, that it's if it's connected or something, I don't know. Well, we'll still think about a lot of these things, but generally the idea is to have different units strong at different points, and then you should combine them and then be satisfied with your decision, like, alright, now we have a storm, we can use these storm fused units and we can do really well against units that would usually defeat us. Or maybe you would have not that great, like you can use only, I don't know, beasts, but these beasts are pretty sure that they are stronger than the other characters, but it's a storm, so you're like, will this storm mess up my beast that much? It's basically you just guessing what will happen but with certainty, like, of the system. You know how much weaker they will be. So how good feeling do you have how the battle will, what the outcome will be? Yeah. Alright. I guess that is most of it. Yeah. Sure. Let's wrap it up, huh?
Yeah.
Let's talk
with
about
plans for tomorrow.
We did not talk about any plans for tomorrow, so we don't know.
Yeah.
Well, market.
Well,
right?
I will continue working on the market, and
Yeah.
probably tomorrow won't even be anything visible done, but basically the systems and the code, and
Right.
there's a ton of things.
Yeah, there's no even point of showing it right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
And that's it about me for tomorrow.
there is that. Today I planned few things, but I did just this and some writing for this Church of Dead and quests and whatnot. So tomorrow probably I'll continue. Usually my plan is like work on some writing quests, things like that, maybe some design in the middle, and then go and I should set up the like Twitch for website and stuff like that, and the game description on the Twitch and things like that, but we'll see how long the other thing takes. And yeah,
Okay.
we should we actually plan to also talk about what the game actually is, and we forgot about that part. Well, it says right here, but we skipped that part. So maybe we can do that, like in 2 or 3 minutes, try to say what the game is, and then we're gonna wrap it up. We kind of want to, get that right and then cut it and make a clip of it, and so that we don't explain it every time we stream, because there is a lot of stuff. But the basic thing, what the game is, you're managing camp of gladiators while you're building your fighters, training them.
Build your camp.
I'm feeling like making video right now because we're gonna cut it. No, I said something wrong. What did you say? Camp.
While managing the camp of the gladiators.
Yeah.
While managing the camp itself and trading with town and with other.
Yeah, there are few resources like food, specific resources to specific regions, but for now food, gold, equipment might be one of them, but like just as a stat. And then you would trade, people would come to your gate. As I said, for quests, there would be like 50 to 60 actually quests for one region, so a lot of things would pop up. So farmer needs something, Church of Undead, town is angry with somebody, you need to deal with all that, and you need to use all that things to get a leverage in your arena, so that maybe you have better reputation with town, and now you can really buy some cheap warriors and rise through the rank and move to the other region. And end game goal is to just go through all the regions and get to the top. There is some story, but general mechanically looking, it's to get to the top of the leagues as you're figuring out everything. We need to work on this presentation still, but we should probably start a stream saying what the game is, and let's do that every time, and at some point it will be good enough to cut. Yeah. Okay, so that is probably it.
Up to the camera, I didn't even notice.
Oh, yeah, I should probably go a bit. That's fine. Okay, so thank you guys for watching. You can actually follow us on Discord. We are here, not Discord, the Twitch. We are here every day at this same time, every weekday, and we talk what we did, how it's going, and we are brainstorming about anything that we are doing. And we already got a lot of great ideas from people who are interested in the game. And if you are interested in this, feel free to stay tuned, and we will see you the next time at the same time.
Okay, that's it.
That's it.
Bye.
Alright, thank you and bye.